Let's start with Superfast 50 ahead of the Tripura election that will take place on 16th of February. Prime Minister Modi addressed a public rally in Tripura's AMBASSA district.
अब मेरा त्रिपुरा ग्लोबल बन रहा है, ग्लोबल। हम त्रिपुरा और नॉर्थ ईस्ट को बंदरगाहों से जोड़ने के लिए वाटर बेज को भी विकसित कर रहे हैं। बांग्लादेश और भूटान के साथ साथ नदियों के रास्ते पहले से व्यापार हो रहा है। बांग्लादेश के साथ सड़क और रेल कनेक्टिविटी भी मजबूत हो रही है।
While addressing public rally in AMBASSA, Prime Minister Modi gave a contrast, spoke on how Tripura was and how it has become. Prime Minister said that now Tripura is also leading the way in women empowerment and has greater infrastructure than before.
त्रिपुरा में ज्यादातर जगहों पर पहले एक ही पार्टी का झंडा फहराने की इजाजत थी। उनके लोकतंत्र की ये डेफिनेशन थी। बाकी कोई हिम्मत नहीं कर सकता था। और अगर किसी ने अपने घर पे झंडा लगा दिया तो घर के घर जला दिए जाते थे। आज भाजपा सरकार ने डर, भय और हिंसा से त्रिपुरा को मुक्ति दी है।
The Enforcement Directorate meanwhile arrested son of YSRCP MP Raghava Reddy in connection with the Delhi excise policy scam. JASMINE SHAH spokesperson AAP Naveen ND Kumar, son of AAP MP, private persons who had been allegedly illegally appointed as government nominees on the board of private discoms have now been removed and replaced by senior government officers. AAP Party attacked the Delhi Lieutenant Governor VK Saxena over the order of removal of its two government nominees from the board of private discoms and called it unconstitutional as well as illegal.
आज उन्होंने दिल्ली में अरविंद केजरीवाल जी की सरकार द्वारा, मुख्यमंत्री अरविंद केजरीवाल जी की सरकार द्वारा कैबिनेट द्वारा पास 4 साल पहले पास प्रस्ताव को आज पलटा है। 4 साल पहले सीएम साहब के नेतृत्व में दिल्ली सरकार ने, दिल्ली की कैबिनेट ने बिजली कंपनियों में 4 प्रोफेशनल डायरेक्टर्स की नियुक्ति की थी। अब एलजी साहब कह रहे हैं कि 4 साल पहले जो फैसला लिया गया था, मैं उसको डिफरेंस ऑफ ओपिनियन के दिए हुए अधिकार के तहत आज पलट दे रहा हूं।
BJP spokesperson hit out at the AAP Party and said that the decision over the order of removal of its government nominees from the board of private discoms should be welcomed, further stating that the Delhi Deputy Chief Minister is playing victim card.
Today, the action has been taken on this corruption. Instead of playing victimhood card, the AAP Party must tell us why do they indulge in corruption, whether inside Tihar jail or outside. Inside Tihar jail, Satyendra Jain, who is in jail for last 6 months, not got any relief, is doing corruption, and outside the jail, Manish Sisodia and their entire brigade is doing corruption.
Suspected terrorist Arif has been picked up by the National Investigative Agency from Bengaluru. He was working as a software engineer and was in contact with the Al-Qaeda and ISIS. Arif's movements were being tracked by the NIA. Arif was planning to move to Syria via Iraq in March. A mega demolition drive on illegal encroachment on state land in Jammu has begun. The drive was halted for a week due to stone pelting by protesters. Amid heavy police security, the Delhi Development Authority demolished several shanties and some multi-storied buildings situated on the border of MEHRAULI Archaeological Park. According to the DDA, the land in question belongs to the authority and has been encroached upon. In a shocker from Bengaluru, a skit performed by students of Jain University during a college festival has triggered a controversy. The controversial skit allegedly targeted the lower strata of the society, including B.R. Ambedkar and reservation and others as well. The students offensively called B.R. Ambedkar as Beer Ambedkar. In more news from across the country, the 593rd meeting of the Central Board of Directors of Reserve Bank of India was held on Saturday in New Delhi under the chairmanship of Governor Shaktikanta Das. Notably, Union Minister of Finance NIRMALA addressed the directors of the Central Board. Finance Minister NIRMALA responded on the ADANI matter as well, and speaking on the new tax regime, she said that the Finance Minister said that it would leave more money in the hands of people, further adding that this would reduce rates and so that it does not become a burden on the common man.
India's regulators, and I'm sitting in the company of a very senior regulator, one of the oldest regulators in this country. India's regulators are very, very experienced, and they are experts in their domain. So the regulators are fairly seized of this matter, and they are on their toes, as always, not just now. So I would leave it there.
There have been protests by unemployed students in DEHRADUN at Shahid Memorial Court Complex. They demanded release of 13 other people who were arrested after a lathi charge by the cops. Until and unless they said those protesters would be freed, they would continue with their protest. Meanwhile, food lovers would now get the chance to relish delicacies from around across the country and the world under one roof at the two-day G20 International Food Festival that has begun in the national capital. Prime Minister Modi will visit Rajasthan's Dausa today to lay the foundation stone and dedicate national road development projects worth more than 18,000 crore rupees. Jamiat-Ulema-e-Hind President Mahmood Madani, while speaking at the inaugural plenary session of Jamiat-Ulema-e-Hind at Ram Leela Maidan in the national capital, said that India belongs to him as much as the Prime Minister. A local BJP leader was shot dead by two unidentified persons in the Narayanpur district of Chhattisgarh on Friday evening. According to police, it is being investigated whether the incident was carried out by Naxalites or any other anti-social elements. Election officials and police personnel seized tokens from the car of DMK's South Union Treasurer in the Tripura district after they got information about distribution of money late night through tokens during election campaign. A literacy worker in Kerala, E.S. Benjamin, allegedly died by suicide in the Kollam district of the state over non-payment of salaries to the workers. And in more news coming in, this one from the national capital, where the Supreme Court has asked SEBI on how to ensure protection of Indian investors after the loss of lakhs of crores of investors' wealth after the Hindenburg report on ADANI Group was made public. Industrialist Anand Mahindra applauded the lithium findings in Jammu's Riyasi district, as he said that, and I quote, "No doubt now that India's future will be electrifying." President of Jamiat-Ulema-e-Hind, Maulana Industrialist Anand Mahindra applauded the lithium findings in Jammu and Kashmir's Riyasi district, saying that there is no doubt now that India's future would be electrifying. President of Jamiat-Ulema-e-Hind, Maulana Mahmood Madani, claimed that Islam is the oldest religion in India and that the country belongs to him as much as a Prime Minister. The AERO India show would begin in Bengaluru's Yelanaka Air Station starting February 13th. Rehearsals for the 5-day air show has now begun in Bengaluru. Youth Congress workers were seen showing black flags to Kerala Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan as a protest against the state budget. And in news from across the globe, the United States said that there is still time to stop the Ukraine war and added that it welcomes any efforts that could lead to the end of hostilities between Russia and Ukraine. A day after the Animal Welfare Board withdrew its appeal to celebrate Cow Hug Day on 14th of February, Congress leader Shashi Tharoor tweeted and he said that let them hug their guy, later clarifying that the instruction may have been misrepresented as some other word. Meanwhile, a request for complete ban on BBC in India over Prime Minister Modi's documentary and allegations linked to the 2002 Gujarat riots was dismissed by the Supreme Court. DMK President and Chief Minister M.K. Stalin claimed that Prime Minister Narendra Modi was unable to reply to any of the issues raised by the opposition in the parliament and was enacting a drama. Speaking at a wedding of a party functionary in Chennai, he said and echoed that you can see what is happening in Rajya Sabha. The Prime Minister is not able to reply to any of the questions. Justice Rajesh Bindal and Justice Aravind Kumar would take oath as Supreme Court judges on 13th of February. According to a circular issued by the administration branch of the Supreme Court, the Chief Justice of India, D.Y. Chandrachud, would be administering the oath of Justices Rajesh Bindal and Aravind Kumar.